If you're looking for a CRM your sales team will actually want to use, you gotta check out Monday.com's CRM solution.
Dear girls, this ain't a broken home. Just know sometimes this is how it goes, but know you're always on Daddy's mind. Please don't judge me for what I do. Just know I did what I had to do for you, my two baby girls. No, I'm not far away. I'm in your hearts and here to stay. I love you to the moon and stars and back, and you love me to the moon and stars and back again. And every night before bed, this is the song that we have shared. This is our lullaby. Sweet dreams and good night. Sweet dreams and good night.
Dear Dad, we know that you tried your best and times were not easy, and you gave us all that you can. Finally, now that we're grown, we're adults now with kids of our own, and we sing a lullaby. No, we're not far away. You're in our hearts, and the lullaby will stay. We love you to the moon and stars and back, and you love us to the moon and stars and back again. Every night before bed, this is a song that we have shared. This is our lullaby. Sweet dreams and good night.
I love you to the moon and stars and back, and you love me to the moon and stars and back again. And every night before
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Split Second Media. I'm your host, Sinner Phoenix, and have we got a night for you? Massive build-up, and tensions have risen in the paddock. A lot of news coming from the paddock that we will update you on. But keep in mind, guys, this has been a huge week and will be a huge week here at Split Second, especially for the F1, as we've got tonight's race, round 9 out of 10, should be absolutely epic tonight, as we'll go through the stats and everything going on there shortly, and just before we go to qualifying. A little bit of change in the format tonight, so we're going to do the pre-show like we are now with the interviews and that we do. We'll go into qualifying, and then when we finish qualifying, we're actually going to take a quick break for all the teams to have a chat and strategize like they would get to do in normal Formula 1. And then we'll come back, do a quick little bit of the show, and then head to the race, and then follow that with another break, and then come back for the post-show interviews and everything you need to know coming into tomorrow night's race. Tonight we will see one of two major stories unfold. Either one, we will see Millsy and the Phoenix team, F1 Academy team, start getting back those points they need to possibly claw up the table there. There's still an open challenge here. Can the Phoenix team claw back, and can Millsy get a win tonight? That's the big question, because if they can, and Tomo finishes outside the top 6, the competition tomorrow night is going to heat up dramatically, as Millsy and Tomo will fight it out for the final race for the championship. However, if Tomo, the other story, the other side of this coin, if Tomo can get 7th or better, or 6 or better tonight, he secures the championship and wins the championship tonight. So a lot of pressure on the Phoenix team and a lot of pressure on Millsy tonight, because of the things that have to happen is Millsy has to win. If he can get that fastest lap, that's a bonus, but I'm sure we're going to see the Mustangs jump in there and try and upset just as much as well, with not just the Phoenix team, but of course trying to get Nico up there as well for a win and try and push him into second. Nico is out of contention for the championship as of last week at Russia. Unfortunately, a massive accident happened. It's been ruled a racing incident, and it was after the reviews apparently. I've seen the footage, and I have to agree with the stewards. It was a racing incident. There was nothing Nico could do to avoid the puncture that he did occur, causing him to spin and hit the wall. Bouncing off the wall, though, put him in the line of Paddy, and at the time of where Paddy was, Paddy had nowhere to go and has pretty much gone straight into the side pod of Nico, and both cars were ruined. So no driver at fault there. Both were under review by the stewards, and the stewards have deemed it to be a racing incident. Neither driver at fault, just an unfortunate occurrence that happened. So that put Nico back, and unfortunately has taken away the chance of the title for him, as Tomo went on to get second place, I think it was. We'll have a look at the podium in a minute. So yeah, a lot of big news there. The other big news is Split Second have dropped one of their drivers for bad behavior. As again we saw in the Russia race, there was a deliberate act by one of their drivers, and Split Second does not condone this in any way, shape or form. We're all here to have a good time, but we're also racing competitively. We don't allow for these kind of shenanigans. And the driver has faced a suspension for the rest of the season, as well as a Season 3 suspension. So you will not see I Am Josh on the grid tonight. It is big news. I Am Josh was very gracious in receiving this information and did not put up an argument or anything like that. So I will send a shout out to him. He is still a member of Split Second. He's just under suspension for the rest of this season and next season. So big news there from the Split Second camp. So tonight they will most probably be running with 2 or 3 drivers if QE shows up. QE's only actually shown up for 2 races, as we've looked through the stats before the race. So a lot of disappointment coming from the Split Second camp, but hopefully they'll all be turned around by their new owner in Season 3, Broseph. He will take on the role of being the owner, and he will take on the role of picking his team in the draft this weekend. So make sure you do join us We've got 2 shows coming up this weekend, but let's run through what we'll do this week. So tonight we have race 9 here at Canada. Tomorrow night we have the final race, 10 out of 10 at Australia, the home track of all New Zealand and Australian drivers. And then on Saturday night at 5 p.m, we will have the pre-draft show where we'll go through interviews with some of the drivers, some interviews with all the owners. We'll recap all the rules and regulations of what to expect on Sunday night's show, and a little bit of maybe a mock draft where we will kind of try to predict what you might see on Sunday night. And then, of course, the big show, Sunday night, we will see the first ever F1 draft, and it's here on Split Second, live to you here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So make sure you tune in for us there, because that will be a huge night to see what will happen with Season 3 and how the teams are going to unfold, the pressures that are going to come on these owners. The finances are there now, and they're being deposited in the owners' bank accounts. So with the Split Second virtual money, it is now live for those owners to start getting everything organised. Driver contracts come into play, which is another huge thing, depending on whether you are a veteran, a seasoned vet, a rookie, or a second-year rookie. It's huge, how much you can earn in this category of academy. And it's going to be interesting to see what owners get enough money and drivers get enough money to look to moving up the ranks into our junior competition next season, which will come in 2022. So I'm going to do a quick look on the chat. Shout out to everyone that's there. So Links, shout out to you, mate. Links has signed up for next season, and talking about next season, we have 1 spot left. We have 19 drivers registered. The spot that needs to be filled is actually my spot. Now, I actually announced on Discord probably an hour or two before in real Formula 1, before Kimi Räikkönen, a legend of the sport, announced his retirement. So a lot of jokes were made and stuff, but you will not see me behind the wheel next season. I will be back here in the commentary box giving you full broadcast and doing things the way we used to in Season 1. But I will be back for Split Second Season 3 to run the Combox for you guys at home. So you'll see a more genuine look at the season other than watching it from my cockpit view like you have in Season 2. But I do want to thank everyone for joining us for what has been an amazing season. But if you do want to join us, jump onto our Discord. It is there in our links below. Jump into our Discord and register. We will take up to 30 people to the draft. Only 20 will get drafted. 5 people then can be signed off the free agency list. Those 5 people, 1 to each team as a reserve driver. And then we'll have a free agency list. So if drivers or teams need to issue an exit clause out of their contracts because of drivers not meeting contract needs, or teams not meeting contract needs, drivers can go to the free agency list, and drivers can be picked up from the free agency list. So that's how that will happen, just like the NFL or the NBA. All right, let's have a look here. A shout out to Links, which we gave Paddy, Broseph, SJ, DRW. Let's see, I vote for the FIA to introduce a New Zealand track next year. Can't argue with that, Caleb. We'll be talking with Caleb shortly, actually, in the pre-show. We'll be talking to him and something that was announced earlier this week, which should be quite exciting. The boys are excited about the race at Canada tonight. A lot of guys saying it's their favourite track. And Boss, shout out to Boss, who's on the comms, and Broseph going crazy with his right. Rav, he's on as well. Shout out to him. He was going to do some commentary for us tonight, guys, and try and do something a little different with the stream. However, we've left it too late to test it all, and we don't want technical difficulties once the race begins, because I can't jump out of the seat to do that. So we may have a special broadcast for you tomorrow night and a special commentator for the final race of the season. We'll see what we can tee up for you guys at home. Don't forget to like, share, follow, comment for us, guys, on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. And also up the top, the donation bar, as you can see, we've only got 22 days to get to that goal of 500 to do a giveaway. If we don't reach that goal, the giveaway will move to the following month. But it is, if you help us get to the 500, then $250 merch pack will go to into a raffle draw, and those who donate will get drawn out. The winner will get a $250 merch pack from Split Second Gaming, with items of their choice, making it up to $250. And the other $250 will go into our drivers. We'll look at getting the previous champion in Season 1, the champion of Season 2, a hat done up, maybe even a championship shirt, and something like that for our awards, which we will do at the end of this year. There will be an award show announced later in Season 3, where we will actually do awards, where our drivers will actually earn and receive awards there. So I'm just having a quick look. Not tonight, Rav. We're going to let it go for tonight. However, tomorrow night, if we can organise it tomorrow, me and you, we will get you on as a guest commentator. So be prepared to look at that, guys. Rav running the final race of the season from the commentary box, which could be quite a good spectacle for us. But tonight, it will just be the standard as it has been for the rest of the season. Let's see what we've got. We've got a follow there.
Hey man, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cork. I'm kind of like the leader in here.
Alright, so looking at the time now, we've got 20 minutes to get into it. The other big thing that you guys all need to know, announcement-wise for Split Second, is we've pushed issue 2 for Esports Weekly. We've pushed that back to next week after the draft, so that we can do a bigger review of the draft and all the information. So all the information from week 4, week 5 of season 3 will be in there. Of season 2 will be in there, along with the draft, plus our usual columns of around the F1 paddock, the real F1 paddock. Some big news out as well. Bottas signed with Alfa Romeo, leaving the door open at Williams, which is most likely going to be Alex Albon, with the sources I have and the general rumors going around on the streams and all that. But with the contacts I have in the paddock of the real F1, it does look like Albon will sign with Williams and be announced before Monza on this weekend. The announcement for Russell is to pretty much come out anywhere in the next 48 hours, I believe, with Mercedes. At least that's what everyone's expecting. We may get blindsided here because there is rumours that there was 2 other drivers being spoken to by Mercedes, but I think Toto Wolff would be quite a fool if he doesn't sign Russell, as I believe that's the seat he deserves and has earned in the last 2 seasons, definitely. But on that too, that leaves open who will drive in the second seat for Alfa Romeo. The most probable choice you'd have to go with, by the sounds of things, would probably be Devori, I think it is, in the F2. But then also Latifi is guaranteed that he will stay with Williams. So the other question would be, do they bring in the likes of you got what's his name? I had it all there, guys. I do apologise. I've just got a message here. Alright, that Hulkenberg, there you go. Oh, hang on. Just some news from my mate there. Apparently, Bottas and Hulkenberg had a boxing match behind closed doors to decide who would race for Alfa Romeo. Okay, I think it's a joke. I think he's watching the stream and it's a joke. But Hulkenberg, you would think would team up. I think that they. I don't think that we'd see. I don't think that we see Grosjean staying there, to be honest. But anyway, let's have a quick look at see what you guys think. Albon to Williams, Mustang all the way. Race day, let's go Silver Fern Academy. Shout out to Tomo, Troll, roll on for to get more points tonight. Oh, thanks, SJ. I can do it. I've tested it. No, not tonight, AA Rav. Sorry. We'll let it go until tomorrow. You have a full schedule tomorrow. Alright, sorry, mate, but yeah, I'm not gonna. We haven't tested it. We can't run that. All right. So are meant to have 2 interviews tonight. I want to see if if the other guys are ready for it. Now we will be talking to Caleb and the other man that we want to talk to tonight, who we haven't seen this season. In the chat will be TTV. So I want to see if we can get him in now to the paddock. I'll just send him a quick message. So TTV's in. So he will be our first interview, and I'll get Caleb in as well. But we'll do our first interview with TTV. We haven't had him this season for an interview, so we'll get him up for an interview right now. And then we'll bring in Caleb, because the big news with Caleb tonight. We'll bring him in. So let's head there. TT, you there, mate? Are you there, TT?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Hey, mate, how are ya?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. I've just changed that graphic. I got the wrong graphic up. So you're definitely not Jay from last week, and I fixed that. So let's throw TT up. You got your camera working, bro?
I don't have a camera on my computer, sorry.
No worries. All right, well, quick chat with you then, mate. You've had a bit of a rough season this season, but you've signed in for season 3. Is there anything particular think that will be able to change in season 3, or that you're confidently taking into this last week? Have you been preparing with the Mustangs for Canada and Australia?
We did a couple of practice races earlier today, but yeah, that's about it. We did all right.
Yeah, are you feeling confident that you might be able to pick up some points tonight, or you're not feeling confident on the street circuits?
The street circuits are my favourite, but the goal is every race. The goal is just to get to the end.
Yep. All right. Well, where do you feel with this draft coming up and all that? And you've registered, as I said earlier, with season 3. Where do you feel you may place in this draft? Do you think you're going to be one of the top round picks? Do you think you're going to maybe fall back into the lower round picks? Is there a team that you're even hoping to get picked with?
Well, I presume I'll probably be a lower round one, but I don't mind the team. You know, I'll whoever I join, I'll give my all for.
All right. Well, look, between Canada and Australia, which one do you think is going to be your best track?
Probably Australia.
Probably Australia. Now with the season, mate, it's been a rough season for you, much like myself. Seemed to be wrong place, wrong time, and getting caught up in a lot of stuff. What exactly happened last week with the accident in the wall early on? Like, you tend to stay out of that kind of stuff most of the time and just get caught up in events where you can't really do anything about it. But last week, all I saw was a Mustang exploding on the main straight.
Yeah. So I had a decent start, and we were 2 wide, but then another car that was ahead ended up going 3 wide, which then pushed me a little bit off the track. It wasn't anyone's fault, I don't think. But yeah, it was just a very unfortunate situation to be in, and if I couldn't really do anything, so I tried to make it as little of a impact as possible, not take back out with me.
Well, thank you to Troll for the follow there. And yeah, you're right. Like, once you go 3 wide there on a lot of the street circuits and there's that little bit of grass, you lose all control. Doesn't matter what your setup is.
Yeah.
And that the grass, as we found this game, there's a lot of different things that we didn't see in the simulation world of F1 until now. And a lot of drivers that were really good in 19 and 20 and now struggling like myself. I just can't find the pace myself, whereas you take me back to 20 or even 19, where I was able to be consistent in the top 5, even podium now and then. I'm now at the stage where, I think I've had 2 finishes all season, and I think I'm at the stage now of like 6 DNFs. So it's a lot harder out there. But anyone that's interested in joining virtual racing, not necessarily split second, but if they do, that'd be awesome. Do you have any advice for them, maybe?
Just don't take anyone out.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Too easy. All right, well, look, I'll let you go. The driver's brief's coming up, so I'll let you go and get settled in and ready to go. And best of luck tonight, mate, and hope to see you up there on the podium maybe for the first time this season.
Thank you.
All right, so that was TT. We've got Caleb in now, so we will get Caleb in because we are running behind on time now with the interviews. So, Caleb, are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here, man. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. Excited for tonight.
Excited for tonight. Now, we got some big news to tell everyone, and that's the point of this interview. Do you want to reveal what talks happened behind closed doors this week at Split Second?
Well, so basically, as of season 3, I will be the team owner of the Phoenix Academy.
So you're taking on my team, mate.
For.
Congratulations. You're taking on my team. A lot of work to do, preparing, obviously, like we've been communicating behind the scenes with the new Owners Association that you're a part of now, trying to get everything done and ready for this draft. How are you feeling going into this draft? Like, obviously, I'd assume with the position you are with the Mustangs at the moment, your focus is still on tonight and tomorrow night's race. But starting to focus more on season 2 and what you got to do as an owner was probably got to be playing on your mind too.
Yeah. Main thing I'm focused on is to deliver some good results for the Mustangs tonight and tomorrow night. That's my priority at the moment. And then I can, after the race in Australia, I can focus on sorting out stuff for next season. But I've already got a few ideas of some drivers that I would like to have drafted into my team. So I've done a bit of preparation, but I've mainly been focused on just finishing the season off strongly.
So do you feel your driving's going to take a hit being an owner, or do you think it might even balance out and strengthen being an owner and have to managing a team now? Do you think that might even strengthen what you can do as a driver, or what? Like we've seen you with the Mustangs, you're a team player. The emphasis with this team of now taking over the Phoenix. What kind of environment are you planning on setting? Are you looking for an individual setting? Are you looking for a team-based setting? Where do you plan on going with this team?
Well, obviously, if you want every team to be strong together and like work together, so I'll probably prefer to like focus on like more of like a team-based rather than individual-based driving team just on the first few races, and then if we have one of the drivers that are in potential for winning the championship, we'll obviously try to get them the most points. But yeah, and in terms of driving, like I personally don't think it would affect my driving a bit too much. It adds a bit more pressure. Like if you're a team owner, you kind of need to perform a little bit. But I try my best every weekend, and that's what I expect from the other boys in the team as well. You can't really ask much more than that.
No, that's it. Well, congratulations on it, man. Like, as I've said to all the owners, you got some big shoes to fill now being owners. There's a bit more pressure than just racing. And it's going to be good to see what everyone does and the different strategies everyone does for not only the draft, but season 3. Are you planning on this team being just an academy team, or do you plan on being able to get enough money in the pocket to possibly take it to juniors and pros?
I'll see. Obviously, I would love to be able to bring the team up a few ranks, but we'll just focus on having a solid season, and we'll see where season 3 takes us, and we'll take it from there, really.
No worries. Well, look, congrats on that. One last question. I got to ask it, whether you answer it or not's the question. Have you and the Mustangs talked about tonight and trained for tonight? Is there team orders in play? What's the go? Because obviously you guys are feeling the pressure now. If Phoenix can come up with Paddy and Millsy now, who's trying to hunt down the championship off Tomo, he's got the chance tonight. Are the Mustangs got team orders there tonight, or what's happening?
No, we've got a plan, and I'm not going to give anything away really in front of everyone, but we've got a plan and we'll stick to it. But we're just going to try to get the most points we can as possible, really.
Well, the main thing will be it's a street circuit, so as we've seen this season, safety cars breed safety cars. And obviously you're not going to talk about your strategy, but do you think it's going to be one of those races where we see the safety cars, or do you think we might get away with a nice clean one tonight?
No, I definitely think there'll be a safety car. Street circuits are quite narrow, and I feel like in the first few laps when everyone's bunched up, there'll definitely be maybe a VSC, but I definitely think there'll be some sort of safety car coming out early on in the race.
No worries, mate. Look, Caleb, thanks for jumping in and doing another interview with us. A lot of work to go this week, but we'll let you focus on the race. And if we don't see you tomorrow night at the final run tomorrow night, I know we'll definitely see you on Saturday and Sunday with the draft. So looking forward to that. Best of luck tonight to you and the Mustangs, and hopefully I don't go toe-to-toe with you again this week.
We'll see.
All right, mate. No worries.
Cheers, man.
All right, so that was Caleb. The big talk is the fourth team has been taken by Caleb. So that's Tomo now owns the Silver Ferns for Season 3. We talked to Broseph last week. Broseph has taken over the split-second brand for the F1 home team. Caleb there has got the the Phoenix, and SJ with the Mustangs. And the big announcement that will come tomorrow night is the fifth team and the owner for the fifth team. So make sure you join in tomorrow night's pre-show, where we'll be announcing the fifth team. We'll also be announcing the look of the fifth team, and we'll be announcing their owner tomorrow night. So join in there. Now, we're at that time where it is pretty much time to go racing. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then when you come back, we will be live from Canada. So don't go away. Make sure you like, share, and follow. Troll, a shout out to you, mate, for the follow on Twitch. If we can get a couple of more, share this. Nick Inglis, thank you, mate. Shout out to you. Shout out to Troll, obviously. DRW, Caleb, Tomo, Rav, and Like a Boss, and of course Links as well, who's in there. Don't go away, guys. It's just going to be a quick 5-minute break while we get everything sorted to get onto the track. And once we're on the track, of course, it's race time. For you guys that are new, just for Season 2, we've been running Cockpit View as I've actually entered the season. So a quick thing for you guys, we'll be running from my Cockpit View. However, as a Season 3, we are back to Broadcast View. I am officially announced my retirement, and I'm back in the broadcast booth and commentating for you live there. So if you are new, this is the last 2 nights of Season 2 at the moment. That's tonight and tomorrow night. We are at Canada and Australia. And then this weekend on Saturday, we have the pre-draft show for Season 3, where we'll run through all the drivers and teams and all that, and what to expect on the Sunday night show. And then the Sunday night show will be the draft, where we will get everything ready for Season 3, the Academy F1 Championship, which will kick off 1 week from this Sunday. And it is bound to be a huge season, as the teams will be drafted. So a big mix of the drivers, team owners, fines that come into play, everything. It's all financially done. It is basically a My Career, except with 20 people. So it's going to be huge. We do have 1 spot left, so if you do want that registration spot, jump into our Discord. It's in our description. Jump in there. Go to our Discord, go to F1 registrations, and it is there that you can register as a driver. So if you want to be in the draft, you got to do it. We are cutting it off at 9 o'clock Friday morning. That is it. So if you want to be in the draft, we'll take up to 30 in total. But we've got 19 filled at the moment. So there's 11 spots for people to join if you wish. However, we're only taking 20 to the season. There'll be 5 slots open for reserve drivers, and then the rest will be on free agency. So let's get into this. Before we go to the break, a quick shout out to No Bag. No Bags, happy birthday, mate. I hope you had a wonderful day. Sit back, relax, have a cold one, and enjoy tonight's racing. But right now, we're going to have a quick break. And when we come back, it is racing, qualifying from Canada. Alright guys, so we are live to qualifying now. Welcome and enjoy the race.
I'm almost done.
Hey Mills, are you going to lay that lap down and then we'll do what we talked about?
Just send a couple of sets of mediums.
Yeah, that's what you were going to do, wasn't it?
No, mate.
Alright, we've got sunshine for both races, both qualifying and race, guys.
Done.
Last corner, head running down to the last corner.
I'm going to come out and do my climb out that. I'm in the wrong bit. Son of a bitch.
Penalty.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll take the 10 group penalty.
Who was that? It was Caleb, man. What the hell was that? He almost just killed me. He was on a flyer and he just backed out of it on the racing line.
Last time I think I was going to get a lap in this, so I'm set up. car, we're going to look at something from Painterville, I guess.
What's on all that?
Soft now, can it?
Anyone coming near me, let me know, because I've got a rear bunker.
Paddy's got an issue. He had a fuel paddy.
Hey, that thing I told you about Millsy, still the furniture on it.
Yeah, I know. That's alright. Mate, we're gonna have a safety car early anyway, man. Like, it's the thing.
Yeah, well, I've got the penalty anyway for the wrong loop, so it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. Mate, and you know what's funny? The fastest car on mediums is Nico, and he's fourth. So he's got a few cars to pass.
Yeah, I'll just show you.
That's what I said.
Oh, we got a
Don't go now.
double park in front of me. Got the last box. I think it goes off standings on where you're standing on who you share the box with. Maybe. I don't know, but Silver Ferns just, they're double parked in the garage next to me. So another shout out to No Bags. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you're enjoying the show. Don't forget to like, follow, share. Try and even host us if you could. Get us some more followers.
Our best lap so far is a 1:13.3.
Need to keep sauce. Lettuce. What do we got? Millsy, Boss, Joe, Ron, Paddy. Oh, Paddy, you're not doing too bad, man. You're just under by about half a second. Or 600ths.
Somewhere, so I know where to correct.
Broseph hasn't logged the time yet.
Well, has now. It's just gone quicker than everyone.
What do we got left?
Oh, look out.
Oh, Millsy, what'd you do there?
Did it up on the exit.
How many laps is it?
I think it's at 30 something, 32, 30. Tomo's in ninth.
Excellent. Someone said he struggles around here. Hey, Bro's just got that car cooking. But then I actually have that feeling, you know, he's done what we seem not to do.
It looks like Silver Ferns is doing our influence love and lead voice.
I reckon what Paddy's, what Bryce has done is he's in that setting, the one that's faster.
Well, actually, Tomo's in ninth and KNM in 10th, and they're both on soft as well. So they might be going to but I think Millsy might be right for the KNA, and Paddy will be out of the pump.
Are you fucking serious? I put two wheels off the track and it's invalid. With the other two wheels still on the track.
Yeah, we found out in our test session, Bob, that this track and Australia are very, very penalty. So those little strips are not going to do much justice if you use the exit curve too much.
It wasn't even a curve, it was just the grass. On a whole lap, boss on a whole lap. Oh, what the fuck? I get a puncture for no reason. I lost two now.
seconds almost. Come on. Oh. Fucked up that last corner. I had him by a mile.
Fuck you, game.
I've just secured second for sure.
What a joke.
Oh no!
Tomo's just gonna.
Oh, just didn't hold it.
Don't be silly with that.
That sucked.
How long is left?
About 4 minutes.
4.
So I wasn't. I think I was going to be under anyway. So I'm going to have to get a hold of Tomo anyway. He's going to have to initiate the penalty because I've qualified last because of the thing. So I think there may be a case of the penalty being tomorrow night's race.
Well, that's fine. Your last, that works.
Ah, I had it. Alright, I'm done with fully. I've scuffed, we've done a lap on a set of softs, scuffed them up.
I thought
It's good,
a lot better than I did tomorrow. Like practice, but we didn't do one of those follow laps, so I couldn't bring back down that 2 seconds.
Oh, mate,
That
it would have
at
been
least
very.
been sitting in 10th.
But you're on mediums, man, I'm on softs.
Okay, so Bryce is sitting in first at the moment with a 109.3. Millsy in second.
Yeah, he's on that
Tomo
fast
Boy Racer,
setup.
Caleb, J-Man, Boss and Nick goes out. Paddy's in 9th on his out lap, so we'll follow Paddy for his hot lap. Because in 2 minutes to go, it's a big thing for Paddy.
Okay.
Nico's only done 1 lap, he's saving his tyres. Tomo. Oh, he's third now. Okay. Yeah, Bros has gone to that fastest thing. Yeah, it's that last. Yeah, he's definitely on that that quicker. Is that with the front wing missing? Oh, it's the new boy. AM guy. No front wing again. And another car window. SJ has no front wing either. He's found the wall, I'm guessing, at the World Champions.
Absolutely.
Never came
Tomo
in.
was starting a lap, but couldn't.
Tomo's, oh, he's looped it. Oh, he's looped it in turn 1.
He wasn't pushing. He was just cruising because he had to slow down for SJ.
Yeah, I think I've secured second because I was just going quicker.
I don't know. Caleb's just gone in on a fresh set.
Oh, mate, I'm a solid half, almost like just under half a second because of everyone below me. Yeah, he had no front wing. He's probably broken it.
Oh,
Paddy.
Going again.
Retired. Almost the runoff area. I feel like Tomo's had an issue.
Tomo's retired.
We've got a lot of them are just done.
This will be Bryce's first pole for the season
Yeah. Yeah, he must be on the quicker, like, straight line setup. That one that we found out was dangerous. If you know what I mean. Looks like a lot of the boys are. They're all on mediums. Nico's close to going all the way out of the top.
Gonna be close. Oh, he's in the third. Nice, Paddy.
Paddy.
Nice.
That's
Right on the end of
protection.
quali
I like
too.
it.
You're the only one out there that can lug a lap except for TTV and Caleb.
Caleb's pushing.
Yeah, and Caleb. Let's have a look at what Caleb's
Oh my god.
Caleb's gonna get a toe here.
Purple.
Caleb's gonna get a toe here.
Yeah, he's getting a toe off his teammate too. It's going to work for him.
He's 5/10 up.
Yeah.
And World Champions.
Oh, that's what got me. That's
Oh, he
why
went.
I'm out.
He's deep. Oh, he went deep.
Oh, he's 6/10.
Oh, it's deleted. Deleted lap.
That's.
Oh, nice
no,
boys,
he's
well
got
done.
it. He cut.
And we're ahead of
He cut
Tomo.
it.
That's what we wanted. We're ahead of Tomo and the Silver Ferns. Ahead of all the Mustangs. Alright, that's what we wanted, boys. Well done.
Boys, well done, well
Good
done.
quali, boys. Good quali. Paddy's the only one left on track.
No, he's down.
He's in the. Yeah.
He's down by the
Still
seat.
trying to pump that lap. Yeah, he's down yellow.
He out of fuel.
Yeah, he's out of fuel.
Yeah.
Out
Alright,
of
well
fuel.
done to Broseph. Alright. So hit no.
Still wanna go
guys,
to
hit
pits.
no.
So hit no, guys, hit no.
And then hopefully it will go straight back to the paddock.
Mate, do you know what
Time
I'd
for
like
a-
to see there?
time
That
for a
issue
smoke.
now that Nico and that have.
Yeah,
do.
Nico struggled.
There's a lot
Tomo's
of-
in fourth.
Well,
So
he didn't
this is gonna be
struggle. He's on
interesting.
mediums. He's on mediums, man. Around here, man, everyone's going to drive away from him. Like he's almost outside.
Yeah, but he's
of the
gonna
tech.
be good at the end because he's gonna be light. He's gonna have softs. He's gonna be
Yeah, but the
quick.
issue is it's always the mid pack that has the first crash.
Yeah, that's true.
Always the mid pack that has that first accident.
No, just make sure everyone hits no, guys.
Yeah, already done it. So.
Nice Paddy right. Shout out to Michael Michael Harrison. Thanks for the like on Facebook. Cheers for that. Glad you're watching. Alright, so we are heading back into the paddock. Alright, guys. So for everyone watching on the stream, there'll be a quick 5-minute break while the teams.
Time for a smoke.
Yeah, make it a 10-minute break. We'll make it a quick 10-minute break so the guys can go through their strategies and be able to go to the toilet and that, guys. And then we'll be right back. So stay with us. Go and have a quick toilet break yourselves, and we'll be right
I'm
back.
going for smoke.
Hopefully that does restart the quality, eh?
Yum, 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 yum.
No audio. Hang on, sorry, mate. We had. Thanks for letting us
All
know.
good. All good.
There we go. How's the audio now, guys? You're muted. Can't hear. No sound. All right. How about now, guys? Can you hear us? All right. I'll ask the questions again because I'm getting volume on my Discord now. All right. Yeah, we're good. Sorted. Okay. Sorry about that, Broseph. So a quick one. Won't keep you. Fastest lap. Congratulations. First pole for the season. Obviously, the right direction now, looking at ownership with Split Second.
Yeah, mate. Very happy with pole. First one for the year, like you said, and that's just a sneak peek for what's to come for Split Second.
All right, nice, mate. Just give us a quick rundown on the car, how you feeling in the corners and all that. Obviously, fastest lap, but is there anything that's maybe worrisome come the race time? Like, obviously, a good quality car, but what about a race car?
Mate, in a word, it was sticky. So I was flying around the track. But there's a few corners which are going to make it tricky not to get a few time penalties. So lots of concentration for this track, and good luck to everyone.
Now, obviously, Bossy had an all right run until he unfortunately got on the grass there near the end of quali. I think he's sitting mid-pack. I think he's up in like 7th or 8th. Is there any plans to, if he can get up there, to work together, or are you guys just going to run your own race tonight? Obviously, a no-show from QE again.
Yeah, mate. Unfortunately, no show from QE, and we had to say goodbye to Josh, but that's the way things go. Like a Boss is very strong, mate. So I'm looking for him to move up the pack. Hopefully he can work his way up to P2 and do a bit of blocking so I can take my first win for the year.
All right, well, look, I won't keep you. The boys want to get racing, so best of luck in the race tonight, mate, and might even see you in the podium interviews. Otherwise, might see you tomorrow.
You too, mate, and all the rest. Good luck, boys. Cheers.
Nice. All right, so that was Broseph. He's gotten his first pole for the season, and what a lap too. He nailed it. He's definitely in prime position right now for the win, but a lot to go and a big race ahead. So we'll head down now to Canada. The boys are ready up and get on track. So let's go down there. Officially tomorrow night, because of the wrong livery, I will be facing the 10 grid penalty tomorrow night at Australia. So most probably we'll be starting at the back of the grid tomorrow night, or at least 10 places back. So that's the way it will go. But right now we're going to head to the race, guys. So jump on board, enjoy it. Don't forget the likes, the follows, the shares. And don't forget to stick with us at the end. We'll take a quick break at the end of the race, and after the race we will have the interviews with the podium after the break. So join us. Don't forget up the top, the donation raffle. If you get into the donations, there is a prize coming to the winner of that raffle. If you enter it, there's a $250 merch pack at your picking and liking, so you can do that. And also, unbeknownst to anyone, I'm announcing it fresh right now. There will be new Season 3 merch come out after the draft. It will come out and with all the new Season 3 logos on it as well. So there you have it, guys. I was going to leave that till tomorrow night, but yeah. Anyway, let's go. Yes, Millsy, I have changed my livery before we start. So I am running in red. It does say green on the tag, but officially I'm looking at it right now. I am in the correct livery. So thank you for that, Millsy. Other than that, the boys are going to tick in. We're just waiting on Paddy. Once Paddy ticks in, we got the lights going green everywhere. It's green, green, green. But anyway, let's get on with the race, guys. That's what you're here for. So ready up, boys, and let's go. We'll take you live to the server. Alright, Paddy, just need you to tick in, mate.
I was going to say, just change. I don't know, he's not here, so
Oh, he must have.
I don't know where he is.
Right. Alright, there you go. Paddy's in. Alright, best of luck to everyone, guys.
Easy. Hold on, have we lost Boss? Because he left the party fuse or something. Oh, I don't know. Why do I feel like... Oh no, it says race. Fucking we can breathe.
Everyone was ticked in,
I thought we were redoing quali. I was scared.
Okay, I'm just going to be off the mic. Got someone with me, but just tell me what you want to do, Millsy, and I'll do it.
Yeah, all good.
Sweet. Good luck, good luck.
Right. Strat, I have 7 laps on soft. Medium, double 14 laps, which, to be briefly honest, is going to change anyway.
It's telling me that I have to go a C, guys. It won't let me go an A or a B.
Yeah, it's probably because you were way back there.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll just do that.
Teams probably had a...
So
but then
I'm
again,
under
do
the
remember
C,
you
guys.
lost a...
Yeah,
you lost the set, remember?
Full match on that. Let everyone go.
Go man, he's put his foot down, he's gone. He's driving it like he's properly racing it, mate. I'm just going to leave it because he's going to have no tyres so they get into that one. Put his foot down. He's gone. You're still in the green livery for me. No, I don't like that as well. Like I noticed that it's only going to say 7 laps on Boss, which I feel you can go a lot longer. But to be honest, man, we're going to have a safety car in the first.
Yeah, the safety car's going to change it all right. We will get one in the first half of the game.
Good luck, boys.
I would not surprise, mate. Bryson's already on the grid, man. We all haven't even got there yet.
I'm just covering around World Champions in 8th.
Everyone from 9th back except for K&M look to have mediums on, guys. K&M's got softs, but all I can see up to 9th is mediums.
Yeah, mediums I was going to do much.
Here we go.
Right, best of luck.
Rosa tried to take the front wing off my car.
Oh, TTV just smashed my wing off.
front wings everywhere. Face is slow up. There's no way he's positive delta. There's no way. He's just put his foot down. Bro, we're racing. Like we're at the front here, we're legit racing. Like, racers that we're driving.
PSC ending by going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Deployed.
Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Team's telling me to go in.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Team's telling me to go in. Take the car
Everyone's
quarters this lap.
down slow. There's them right in front of me there, I can see it.
left-hand front so damaged. My whole left-hand side tyres are ruined. What the hell? I've got 17% on one side of the car and 29 and 30 on the other. What the fuck's going on there?
We've got a safety car, but no one's out, so still makes sense.
You got 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
See what Broseph does. So fast, fucking snail.
Got lots of people in.
I may have just been at the exact right time, boys.
There's too many people for me to go in.
Yeah, I pitted a lap earlier than the safety car up to 5th from like
Boss
13.
and me might be in prime position. Depends what happens afterwards. Oh, we got the battle coming out. I'm behind Jay.
It's a tyre kill on this track though.
I thought I was going to be a little bit further up, but they got out of the pits.
The issue is everyone behind me but one person. Everyone behind me but one person's on mediums.
I'm on softs. So I got Jay and Broseph. I can't see who's in front of him. I can only see up to 9. So behind me is Boy Racer and KMD. So at the moment, there's 2 cars for Silverfern out of points.
Who's behind you, Millsy?
Caleb.
Okay.
Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. Remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Not gonna lie, I'm safe to set the fucking tyres here.
Who's got control of the pack?
Me.
Millsy.
Jay, don't get too far away. I'm too far away from Broseph.
Oh, mate, I'm gone. Oh, what an exit.
Oh, just focus and go.
Got a second on Caleb already.
Paddy can help you out, go.
Paddy's nowhere near me, mate. He's pitted. Oh, and I pulled away so they didn't get DRS.
There won't be DRS.
Character car in front is 2.9 seconds.
I've got a car behind me now that's on a new set of softs. one more safety car and I'll win this race.
Stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And I'm 2 cars behind you gaining.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to hold him up.
No, don't bother. He's down your inside.
After this chicane, take it on the right hand side, Milton. I'll stick to the left, you go to the right, and get past me with it.
Yeah, I got the originally. Oh, God. Yeah, it's on that. It's a big fucking.
Right puncher! I got no movement. Oh. That just completely locked me up and put me in the wall. What the hell? God damn it. Oh.
It just told me K&M's out of the race.
Oh no, I was in good, but then all of a sudden the brakes wouldn't brake. I could not brake at all.
Yeah, you probably had no front wing, though.
Are you
fucking
serious?
I shredded the front tyre, and then it was sitting up off the ground, and I couldn't brake as we come into the chicane. Could not brake.
Are you fucking serious? I get a drive through for no reason.
Probably Delta, mate.
It was green.
Oh, how's that late call? Oh. And everyone's in the pit lane, and Millsy goes, fucking past everyone. Oh, no way, Nico's just come out in front of me on halves. That's going to go well for him, and he's got a penalty.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, I needed it. Not the way you wanted to, but...
Alright, well, I'll be going off comms to go to the microphone, so best of luck, boys.
Yeah, just make sure this mic's muted, mate. So we don't hear your race. Right, all three. Nico, Caleb and SJ are the top 3 cars. Myself, Tomo. So my strategy to go longer just then has benefacted me. I am now ahead of Tomo. Which is what I want to do. These boys are going to crash into each other. Oh, this is going to get good. Top 3 cars, right? Nico, myself, and Tomo. This is going to be a race to the end. But the only issue is Nico is on the hard tyre.
What the fuck did you change my tyres for?
Because they have to, mate. They can't.
I'm trying to do a drive-through.
Oh no, you can't do it under safety car, bro. Can't do it under safety.
Fuck's sake.
I'm burning penalty under safety
Oh
car,
no.
doesn't it?
Alright guys, so we are live. I'm back in the comm box and we are going to do this the way that we seem to always be doing it, and that is me out of the race and back in the comm box, which we'll see in season 3. And Boss has retired. So I think that was through frustration of not knowing that he had couldn't serve the drive-through, I think, but we'll find out, I'm not sure. So at the moment, let's go through the second safety car lineup. There was 13 drivers. Unfortunately, I was the first one to crash out there, as you saw. I picked up a puncture trying to help Millsy get through the pack. Probably would be sitting behind him right now too if I didn't get that puncture and cause this safety car. And then Boss picked up a drive-through for speeding, went to do it and serve it onto the safety car right now, and was unsuccessful, I think, with a normal pit stop, and I think that's caused frustration as he's come out of the pits possibly. 3-second penalty to Nico, Broseph and SJ, which they will serve in their next thing as they get running. Nico, Millsy, Tomo, the top 3 in the championship, all up the front, and they're away and racing on lap 15. The racing has resumed, it's green, and Nico will lead the pack. Millsy in second behind him. Right behind him is Tomo, our champion leader at the moment. Broseph picked up pole and is sitting there in fourth and has become very, very consistent these last few races. And this is going to be an epic finish, so stay with us, guys. Go TTV, go Caleb. Shout-outs from Nick Inglis. Millsy, shout-out to Paddy. All right, so Jay picking up a penalty as the boys make it around Canada. If you're just joining us, jump on with Broseph right now, and that's a look coming down into the hairpin here in Canada. Let's move up to the front of the pack as the drivers are going to be battling this. Can the lead hold out on Nico? So the only 2 cars not to pit under that safety car were Nico. He's on the hards. He's going for it to the end. And then Millsy as well, who just pitted beforehand. We'll watch him go through. up against the wall of champions, and that is how it's done, people. That is an amazing way to run through as he starts to build that lead again. Let's pull up those times now. Let's get the gap. That's the interval at the moment. Millsy just under a second. DRS will come in next lap, so he wants to keep that down. A lot of good chances for battles here. And then right at the back of the pack, the Mustangs tonight, other than Nico, are all at the back of the pack and struggling. But we've got, oh, Jay with a pass there on Paddy by the looks of it. As we go to the PlayStation 5 camera. And I think there was connection there, and I think Paddy spun. He's in the wall. He is in the wall. He's going to try and recover it here. But there's going to be damage. And apparently he's in 5th. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he spun and he was in the wall. But apparently he's in 5th and above Jay. I think we've got a glitch happening here. I'm not sure. No. It's KM's missing his front wing there. That's a view we haven't seen before. So the Mustangs, 3 Mustangs and 3 Silver Ferns sitting in the back end of the field. And Nico is into the pits, is he? Yes, he's into the pits. That's what's caused the push-up. So that will bring Millsy, who is challenging for the championship, up the front. But Tomo behind him only has to finish in the top 6, and that will pretty much guarantee the season. However, the Phoenix want to get maximum points here, especially with all the Mustangs in the lower end of the table in the points, to push their chances for tomorrow night, challenging at 2nd place. If Tomo stays where he is and picks up the points on the podium tonight, we may just see him be crowned the champion as well. So this is going to be a huge and epic battle. Let's ride on board with Tomo now, as he's only 0.03 of a second down, and he'll be heading into that DRS zone as they come around the hairpin. That's what it's looking like at the moment. And Millsy's going to try and use as much of that battery as he can to defend here, as DRS is activated right now, and it's not really going to help Tomo as much as you would think. But Broseph has dropped back and Paddy has moved into 3rd. How far behind is Paddy? He's right there. So Paddy's in 3rd, showing a connection error. And Boy Racer picks up the fastest lap on the mediums for the race, and he's right behind Paddy, who's gone wide. And that is going to hurt as Paddy drops to 5th now behind Boy Racer and Broseph. Broseph on the podium. He's looking for his first, I think it's even his first podium tonight, as we watch as Tomo chases down Millsy. Tomo wins tonight. That's a guarantee, signed, sealed and delivered Drivers' Championship. And what a way to do it. 9 races into the 10, leaving 1 race to spare. But the question is, how old are these tyres, you ask? So let's have a look at how old the tyres are. So at the moment, the fastest lap 2 is Boy Racer, as we just saw. And Paddy makes his way up the field again in the hunt of Broseph for 3rd place. So let's go to the details. That's your penalties at the moment. Let's see how old these tyres are. Millsy is in 1st place with 9 lap-old tyres. The rest of the field are sitting on 4 or 5s, and they're either on the hards or the mediums. So I'm not seeing these softs come out anymore. So it looks like those that are on the hard strategy, which is all except for Nico, are pushing that hard strategy. They're going to try not to stop again and hope that there's no safety car. If there's a safety car, they might even be able to run the hards to the end with 15 laps to go, or 16 laps to go. So this should be interesting as the battle at the front here is carrying on. 4 lap younger tyres on those mediums than Millsy. I can say now in our testing yesterday, it's definitely, the data is become a different thing than what we're seeing tonight, because yesterday's testing for the Phoenix team, we managed to get 20 laps out of the softs, which could push the mediums to about a 30 roughly. So the fact we're seeing the hards is surprising. The fact that we're seeing the degradation changing on these softs and these mediums today is another big thing. As Tomo goes for the move on the inside, he does, and he gets it, and that's going to put the Silver Fern in front of the 2 Phoenix cars. Oh, what's happened there? Paddy's been hit. Paddy has hit the wall of champions, and that is going to hurt the chances of the Phoenix Academy to take second. But I think he also collected either Broseph or Boy Racer there. One of those guys ended up cleaning him up, had nowhere to go. He's bounced off the wall and ended up in one of those cars being collected. I'm not sure what's happened there, but hang on, now it's saying Paddy's in third. Okay, so that dramatic thing must have been a figment of our imagination. Did anyone else see that, or was that just a figment of my imagination, me speculating at what I saw? I think there's some serious, maybe, connection issues here with Paddy, maybe. Alright, we're going to get rid of that message. So, oh, is that Millsy? No, that's Paddy. Paddy spun around there. Again, it keeps showing us Paddy crashing, but he's not. He's up there in the field. So this is interesting. Tomo sets the fastest lap, and this is why he's the champion. It doesn't matter what he does, he gets going, and it doesn't matter where he starts, he ends up at the front, and he is so consistent. He has managed to work those safety cars to his advantage. Millsy on 4-lap old tyres, well, they're 4 laps older than the top 6 drivers in the paddock. So he's going to be probably hoping for a safety car here just after, just at that moment that Tomo can't make the pit stop, but Millsy can. And just at that point where it's going to put the pressure back on Tomo, I guess. But right now, the Phoenix cars, they're in the positions they wanted to be. The Mustangs are in the positions they wanted them to be. And Tomo here, he's racing for his first championship. It is exciting. Don't go away. There is less than 15 laps to go in this race here. But also don't forget to join us tomorrow night, as at the moment, if it stands the way it stands, the championship still will be up for grabs in the battle for academies, as the Mustangs have dropped to the back of the pack tonight and will pick up probably the smaller amount of the scraps in points, as they are in the bottom 4 positions for points. Still all scoring, let's give them that. But tonight, if you're just joining us, unfortunately, we saw me go out and set up the second safety car for the night. Bounced off the wall, tried to brake, getting it around into the pits, couldn't brake. The brakes had unfortunately died and ended up driving straight into a wall. So it set off the safety car. Boss then picked up a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pits. Went to do a change, went to do it under safety car, was denied and had to do a pit change. And I think the frustration of that, he tried to catch the safety cue a little too quick and ended up out himself. So, but now we got 11 out of the 13. The big news this week was Josh, I Am Josh, being suspended for 2 races, and next season, all of season 3, after the incident at Russia last week with Center Phoenix, deemed a deliberate launching by the stewards and has received quite a big hit. So unfortunately, the Split Second Racing Academy has, or the F1 Academy has, taken a big hit this season, and as Broseph said in the reports, he is looking to bring that team around next season with the draft this weekend coming up. He's going to be looking to go hard. Now there's a battle at the middle here, as we see Broseph take Paddy. He's gone, and that's going to put Broseph up into third, and he is leading by example on what he's expecting out of his team next season, as this will be his first podium if he can hold on. If he can hold on to this, he will be in podium position. He does have a penalty, and at the moment that will hurt him. Paddy's dropping down the field quite quickly. Boy Racer is now into 4th, and Paddy has dropped down to 5th. So exactly what the Phoenix team were looking for. I'd say we may see Paddy move into the pits here from damage or something. Question is, will Millsy be able to push these tyres to the end? Oh, hang on. Paddy's in 2nd. I'm not sure what happened there. But Paddy is up into 2nd. And I haven't got the comms on the radio tonight, so I don't actually know what's going on the radio. but there's definitely some connection issues from South Africa tonight as Paddy is running the way he is. I'm just having a look here. George has announced, thank you, Big Jacko. George has been announced as a driver for Mercedes next year. Awesome news. Thank you very much. Alrighty. So as we watch this, Tomo is now really pulling away. It says that Paddy's 5 seconds behind and Millsy is, or Paddy's 5 seconds in front or something. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here with everything. Let's reset the timing clock. There we go. Paddy's a second behind and Millsy's behind Paddy. Millsy hits Paddy out of the way. I wonder what's going on there. I know Paddy's comms were down for the night. And there you can see the tyres there. Tomo looking worse for wear than Paddy, both on the same age tyres. So I'm not 100% sure what is going on the screen there in regards to Paddy and the connection. Millsy must have given the go-ahead for Paddy to try and run down Tomo. And current championship leader is in front. And he's going to try and do his best to get this silver fern with 10 laps to go. He's going to do his best to get it over the line and finish it. Broseff's in the pits. He's gone for the softs. Maybe he's pushing for that fastest lap upset. As Paddy takes the lead and is off for the he's going to try and go for the victory here. Don't go away, guys. We've got 11 laps of action that are going to be huge. Oh, sorry, 9 laps of action that are going to be huge now. Paddy's taking the lead from Tomo. Now, this is a big story for the splits for the Phoenix team. But then Tomo is just going to back there on turns 2 and 3. Millsy into the pits, going onto the softs. Question is, can he get the undercut? Are we going to see Tomo try and get that pit in now? Or will Millsy pick up an undercut here? Apparently Paddy's in front. And Tomo is trying to run down Paddy. Paddy up front there could get himself some much needed points for this Phoenix team, including the fact that the Mustangs now are spread out throughout those point systems. And they go wheel to wheel here into the hairpin, and Tomo will take the lead as the Tominator is absolutely showing his class tonight. He has been one of the best that Split Second has seen. He had a two-sided coin of a season last season, and just missing out on being able to run down Harass 18. But now he's just shown he's so classy and consistent, and this season is going to be his if he finishes where he's at. I think there's a huge glitch problem at the moment with the Paddy's car as we watch the same issue. Paddy in the fence there. The question was he helped? It looked like he was helped, and there's no jump or anything, so that may have been actually helped there by Tomo. That could be a big issue come tonight with the stewards. Oh no, apparently he's in first. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. There are penalties left, right and centre. Speeding in pit lane. That's going to be a drive-through for TTV. We spoke to him earlier tonight. Millsy's in 5th. That's a look from underneath the rear of the car. Of Millsy's car. As he is going to try and push here. Are we going to see anyone else make a dart for the pits here? As there's about 8 laps to go. Tomo is in front now apparently by 5 seconds. So I'm not 100% sure what is going on with that Paddy glitch. Paddy's a bit hard to figure out because now it's saying he's in front. So, but he's going around the back turn there and in through the first S's. Tomo's running him down. Okay, so I do apologise for this. We have a technical issue with the server from South Africa. So at the end of the race, we will get our final information there. The top three are Tomo, Paddy, Boy Racer, and Jay, I guess, in the top four, all on mediums. The rest of the field has pitted within the last 3 laps, except for K&M, who's running the hards, and they've all gone to softs to try and finish this race on the softs. Millsy has picked up the fastest lap. As we watch this battle up front, Millsy's teammate Paddy is trying to do his best with Tominator. Nico, Caleb, SJ, and TTV have struggled tonight in the Mustangs, and it is going to leave that gap open if Millsy can get himself up the top of the field here. It's going to leave that gap open big time for the taking of second place. Question will be, without Sinners getting any points tonight, is it going to be a chance, or will they have to see all 3 cars finish tonight? So we'll find out tomorrow anyway, once all the points and that are done from the stewarding. So we watch Millsy now. He's going to try and take a crack at Jay. He does. He puts himself up into 4th as he heads into turns 1, 2, and 3. And Millsy looking dangerous out there. The question is, will those mediums last for Tomo and Boy Racer? We've got a Sector 3 yellow flag, but that's all we've got. I'm not sure what it's for. Nico is moving down the order. He's on the wall. Maybe a bit of concentration. He's got a front left puncher. Now that's shredded. We missed what happened, but he was on the wall. Was it his own teammate that ran him in the wall? I'm not sure. But he's now got a puncher, so he's definitely going to have to pit on his 2-lap-old sauce. I don't think he'll have any sauce left. But he's into the wall. He's still going. And he is missing the whole front of that car. I think there may have been a collision. As we're watching him now, it seems like he's either struggling with the car or he's actually trying to deliberately take the car out. I'm not sure what he's doing, but you know, he is trying to turn it. It's not going where he wants it to. He's got that front tyre damage, as you can see, and that front wing damage. So Nico's championships, if not depleted at Russia last week, are definitely gone now. All hopes, as he won't even pick up a single point tonight. But it may help Jay's cause to move into 3rd, or even Paddy's battle, who's up front. Sectors 2 and 3 under. As you can see, he is really struggling to get this car to the pits, as he has no front left tyre. He has shredded it to the max. Can he even get it around the hairpin? I don't know. If he can salvage it, he will be laughing, but I'm not sure what will happen here, as he's really struggling. One big contact with the wall is going to end it for him, and hopefully he doesn't ruin someone else's race at the moment trying to get this car to the pits, as that wheel is delaminated. He's been disqualified for wrong session, but let's be honest, he was just trying to turn that car around. That is unfortunate for him. Paddy in the lead as they come around. Tomo still trying to run him down. Paddy, Tomo, Boy Racer, 18 lap old tyres. Oh! With a big wall hit, no damage, and Tomo hitting him. I am not sure whether that's one of our glitches again or not. There's Boy Racer, and it looks like he is that actually did happen, because he's in 2nd. Millsy's 6 seconds behind these guys on fresh softs. Oh, no. Paddy's up the front again, and that car of Nico is still parked on the track. And the stewards are waving sector flags with 4 laps to go instead of bringing out a safety car. The safety car, you would imagine, would see these 3 sit behind it and not get a tyre change. But the top 3 at the moment, Paddy, Tomo, and Boy Racer, are on almost. They'll be on about 20 plus laps on these mediums, as Millsy is going to try and do his best to run these guys down on those 6 lap old softs. He's pulling some time out, but just not enough. as it seems like a big battle. Paddy into second again, apparently. The big thing is, if Tomo even finishes on the podium, you would have to say that that is it. The championship is out of reach, because Millsy at the moment isn't on the podium. He's bringing down about a second a lap, which just is not going to be enough. He's looking to, hopefully we'll see what can happen. I tell you what, with only a few laps to go, we haven't done a full turn up the volume and do a lap with us. So what we'll do is we'll jump on with Tomo. I know it's got a bit of that glitch with Paddy, but what we will do is we will jump on with Tomo, turn up the volume, and listen to this car go for lap 33. We will watch Tomo from his point of view. Oh, and a beautiful pass on the chicane. But let's watch Tomo turn up the volume. We'll give you a lap with Tomo. So, all part and parcel of our broadcast package, but of course all part and parcel of virtual racing, sim racing, is these connection issues. This is probably the worst we've seen this season, other than the one disconnector that happened this season that did probably cost Nico big time, but was it Nico or Millsy? One of the two drivers anyway. As you can see, some more penalties being picked up there. That might change the back five, maybe. But the Mustangs with Nico out are going to be hurting for points. The Phoenix right now are going to want to be maxing out their points that they can. Millsy's caught up on lap 34-35. Millsy is caught up. Tomo's tyres at 44%. Paddy's at 56, 60%. He's really using that left-hand side dominantly, and same as Tomo. So this track is really punishing for the tyres. Let's have a look now. Apparently Tomo's right behind Paddy this time. Boy Racer doing pretty good. We saw him go toe-to-toe with Sinner earlier as well, trying to get past him earlier in the race at the back of the field. He's done real well to bring himself up this far onto the podium now. And then Mills is about 2 seconds behind as we start the final lap. According to the scoreboard, the PlayStation scoreboard at the moment, we are looking at Paddy to win. Not sure what's happened on the comms there with Millsy tonight, but Paddy's gone on for the win tonight, and Millsy is dropped back. He is picking up some time on Boy Racer. I guess the question will be, can he catch Boy Racer in time? With about 1.3 seconds behind, I don't think he will, as the battle up the front here with Tomo is going on. Tomo may be happy just to sit back here because the second place still will get him that championship here in Canada and sign, seal and deliver as a driver's champion. But as you can see behind, Millsy is also really close to that other silver fern of Boy Racer, within probably the DRS range too. So let's just see here. We've got two battles right next to each other, but Millsy's kind of dropped off. So it's going to be Paddy for one, Tomo for second. That's Boy Racer for third. Boy Racer for third and Millsy for fourth. Now with the way the penalties work, let's find out what happens. We've got Broseph coming in. We haven't seen what the penalty totals are. So we'll put that up. So they're probably not going to come into play looking at these gaps. So Broseph will finish in 5th. Jay into 6th. SJ is going to bring that Mustang over into 7th and hold 7th. Caleb, he's going to take the Mustang home here. But quite a fair way back tonight. Quite a bit of a unfortunate situation racing tonight for the Mustangs, as they are going to rack up quite minimal points, and with the Mustangs getting the points they did and the Phoenix getting the points they did, I think tomorrow night's going to be all about the battle for second, because I believe we'll find out officially tomorrow in tomorrow's show, but I believe officially tonight, with the way that the Silver Ferns and Tomo have performed, I believe that has signed, sealed, and delivered Tomo and his Silver Ferns, the driver and the Academy, the Battle for Academies championships. But we'll know more tomorrow. We'll bring you the table tomorrow, and we'll see what happens there. Now, normally we'll go to a break, but tonight what we'll do is we'll take it straight back to the studio and keep you guys going. Send us some questions. You've seen your podium. Send us the questions you want for our podium drivers, and we will happily ask them. Obviously, they get their interviews. But Paddy with another win. I think this might be his first win this season, actually. But Paddy up on the podium, and the Silver Ferns there doing that. I got to say, my driver of the day would be looking at someone like SJ. He moved up the field really well. He stayed out of a lot of trouble, and he also finished up being the best in his team. He did pick up some big penalties, but so that's a bit unfortunate. But Paddy gets the win. Millsy gets in at 4th. Tominator takes the championship by coming in at 2nd, and Boy Racer rounds out that podium in 3rd. Fastest lap does go to Millsy, but so he'll pick up that extra point in 4th, helping the cause of the Phoenix and his chances at the championship, which I think are gone now, but securing 2nd by far. So it will be an interesting thing. Unfortunately, I didn't save that, so I will save the recent gameplay. I'll save that because that will get me what I need to see. So yes, a very great race. As we'll head to the studio now. So that was tonight at Canada, guys. It was a huge race. Absolute massive, massive victory there for Paddy going into that race, picking up as much points as he can. I think that's going to really help him in the championship. But talking about that, before the actual race tonight, let's have a look at those standings and maybe do a quick little bit of math. Let's have a look at the podium at Russia first. We haven't done that. We didn't do that tonight. So that was the podium at Russia. We saw Jay, then Millsy, and then Tomo. But then the driver standings looked like this. Tomo on 146, Millsy on a 109, and then Nico on a 104. Now, Nico's not picking up any points tonight. Jay, Boy Racer, and Paddy are going to pick up some of the big points. SJ will pick up some points tonight, and so will Caleb. And, of course, Tomo picking up in 2nd, 18 points. Now, that 18 points will take him to, I think, 64, 62 or 64, roughly. And Millsy tonight in 4th. That, I believe, picks up 12 points. So I don't think the battle's there anymore. I think that is a win guaranteed now. The championship is going to be Tomo. So quite an interesting turnout tonight in Canada. But the overall standings, I'm not 100% sure on where they're going to stand on points tonight. But you'd have to imagine that tomorrow night's battle between the Mustangs and the Phoenix is going to be the highlight of the race, as Tomo secures the Drivers' Championship tonight. That's what you'd probably be saying is tomorrow night's story. The Mustangs taking on the Phoenix as they will battle for that 2nd place in the Battle of the Academies. So that was huge tonight. We're just going to wait on these guys to jump in and join us at the podium chat. If you've got any questions, guys, write them up in our stream here. We want to see what you guys want to ask these drivers. We want to interact with you guys at home. So jump on board with us. Let us know any questions you might have for the drivers. Podium's going to be Paddy, Tomo, and Boyd Racer. So we'll wait for them to jump in. And once they do, we will get going with the interviews tonight. I'll send a message into the paddock for the guys. And we'll go from there. But if you've got any questions for them, it's Paddy with the win, Tomo, and Boy Racer tonight are your podium interviews. So jump on, give me some questions in the chat. See if we can get a question and all that for our guys that are asked by you guys. That's what we would like to see. If we can.
Yeah, another one lap and you'd have me, bud. What's that?
Boy Racer, just you're on comms, mate. Mute your mic. So yeah, we're just waiting for these guys to get into the podium now, and we'll go from there. Boy Racer was our third place, so we'll jump in with Boy Racer. I think now. We'll go to the interviews.
I hope you can hear me this time.
I can hear you. Just give me a quick test on your mic. We've got you live, boy. I've got Brosa's thing up. Why do I have Brosa's thing up? There we go. I need Boy Racers. There we go. That's better. All right. Boy Racer, third place tonight. Well done, mate.
Yeah, bro. Thanks, man. It's been a long time coming, eh? A long time.
So that's your first podium for the season, isn't it?
It sure is, yeah. I'm normally P5, P6, to be honest, sir. I'm so stoked. So happy. It's brilliant.
Congratulations, mate. Obviously, with the season closing up, you wanted to knock that off your perch. So obviously, tomorrow night, you're going for the win.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be top 3, eh? Just happy to be just top 3 on that podium. Yeah, ahead of SJ. Shout out to SJ. Sorry, bro. I was too quick for you, mate. Yeah.
Now
that's good.
Congrats on your first podium, but me and you there went for about four laps before that first virtual safety car. We went wheel to wheel for quite a bit there. And I got to say, it seemed like you and me, you were getting a bit frustrated, stuck behind me for a bit there.
No, I just if there's one thing I've learned this season, so it's just to take your time, eh? And I needed to try and make the pass at the right time. I think I chose it at the hairpin, and I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if we touched or not. But I got some wing damage, and I had to box.
Yeah, so I went outside, you went inside, and then you kept moving me towards the wall, and it got to the point where I had no choice but to push back, otherwise I was wall bound. And when I pushed back, I think my front tyre got your wing.
Oh, shit.
Because when I've pushed back, because I've ended up with a puncture myself anyway, later in the race from doing that.
Sorry,
but it is what it is. It was good, clean wheel to wheel. It was just a case of, it was either push back a little bit, and it wasn't a big shunt. It was either push back a little bit or eat the wall. So I gave a little tag back. I felt a bit bad because I saw your box, but it all came back at me anyway later when I ended up with the puncture. So, but
that's okay. I was struggling. As ever, I struggled for traction out of that out of the hairpin, and I was trying to get a better exit than you, and I just couldn't get it. So I was spinning a bit. So that's probably what caused me to squeeze you a wee bit on the outside.
It is what it is.
My apologies.
Like from what I saw in my cockpit, man, it was clean racing. It was just it looked a lot like oversteer, to be honest, and I just counted it.
Yeah, I feel like I tagged you with the rear of my car. I couldn't do anything about it. I was trying too hard.
It's all good, man. I guarantee you, it's not going to the stewards. But anyway, let's focus on the positive of this, man. You got some big points on the podium for you and Silver Ferns. Secured the championship.
Good. Yeah.
Secured the championship for the team tonight, I'd say, with Tomo in at second. Oh, we got a bit of feedback there. Paddy, turn your mic off. I think that's what's feeding back.
That's Paddy.
Just muted him. Hang on. I think that worked. Yeah.
That's a bit better.
So some big points for you guys to finalise it.
Shout out to the boys, what a cracker of a race. Solid points. We had a bit of a chat. We just wanted to get the points, win the constructors, and that was it. So it was just a finish. Congrats to Ken. Ken finished, I think, P9. He's had a bit of bad luck lately, but no, he finished in the points. We all finished in good points, and it's good to get the constructors. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, well, tomorrow's just going to be about racing for fun, I guess, for you guys. You've locked stock and got the whole kit and caboodle this season.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I haven't actually looked at the numbers, but I guess that's how it goes. Let's go, Ty. Let's go for that P1, baby.
All right, mate. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Look forward to seeing you back in Season 3 and see who drafts you, mate. It's going to be an epic Season 3. So we'll talk to you again on in the pre-show and the draft night on Saturday and Sunday, mate.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me tonight. Have a good one.
You too, mate. All right, so that is Boy Racer and a great race at that. Let's bring in Tomo. He got on the podium. It's all he needed to do tonight. We'll bring in Tomo to have a chat and tell us about how he feels with the way the race ran. To be honest, hi Tomo. To be honest, mate, probably should have maybe even been a first, but there was a lot of glitching out there from what we saw in the broadcast with Paddy. So looked like you're more kind of settled down, sat in second, and when I can still win the championship from here, I don't need the win.
Yeah, I was trying to set him up on their last DRS zone, but yeah, I mean, it went right to the line, didn't it? It was bloody close, but fair play to Paddy, raced a good race, managed those tyres well, and the same strategy as me, so all I really needed was to make sure I got it home, so I wasn't going to risk and put it all on the line tonight, and just had to get the podium.
Well, congratulations on the podium, man, but an even bigger congratulations. You just signed, sealed, and delivered the Drivers' Championship tonight, along with the Battle of Academies for Silver Ferns.
Yeah, no, pretty stoked with that. Good result for the lads. And yeah, for myself, it takes a bit of a stress off the back, and don't have to worry about the last race so much.
Well, it looked like you were going to be worrying a bit tonight. You had a pretty ordinary qualifying. Both you, the Silver Ferns, and the Mustangs. We saw Broseph take pole. We saw both my two teammates in getting up there in the top 3. It looked like it was going to be a struggle for both you and the Mustangs tonight, but you turned it around with the Silver Ferns in the race.
Yeah. No, I think we put a solid race in. I actually got a punch there on my last run in qualifying, so yeah, they put me. I was lucky to even get a lap in, and I think 4th I finished in qualifying, so I was lucky to get that lap in actually, because I thought that one.
Yeah, well, look, I won't keep you long. I know this week is a big week for you, especially because of everything that's happening with Split Second this week. So I won't keep you long, but a big congratulations to you. Do you want to do any shout-outs or anything like that, mate, before you go?
Just big shout-out to the lads at the Silver Fern Academy. Well done. I'm hoping, or I think we've locked it out. We'll have to double-check the points, but if we have, well done to the lads. And good race tonight. Also, well done to Paddy. Congratulations on the win tonight. I believe that might be his first win, so well done.
Yeah, I think it is actually. But the big thing we haven't told the drivers before I let you go, the big thing we haven't told the drivers is actually how much impact these last 2 races will have on their value come next season. So we haven't informed them yet, but they're being valued with money and ratings. So tonight's going to play a big part in those ratings, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where everyone comes out with the ratings. So we've been monitoring the stats, so we'll get them up shortly, and it's going to be quite cool to have everyone's driver ratings and see where they are.
All right, mate. Well, I'll let you go. I'll see you tomorrow on track, obviously. Maybe even again on the podium. I think you've only had one race where we haven't interviewed you on the podium. So we'll more than likely see you tomorrow night. But obviously now you can sit back and relax a bit more and enjoy tomorrow night's race in Australia.
Yeah. Cheers, sir. Thanks for that.
Thanks, mate. All right, that was Tomo. 2nd place and a well-deserved season for him, I got to say. But we got to bring in the man of the hour, Paddy. I got to unmute him too. Give me a second, guys. I just got to unmute him. I muted him before because he had a huge echo. Where is it? There it is. Unmuted. Ready to go. All right. Mr. Pate, congratulations. Your first win of the season. How you feeling, mate?
Yeah, long time coming. Now we just go over the punch out this something, yeah.
You're struggling with the mic there, man. You sound like that Boba Fett character or something in Star Wars. It's got a bit of a weird grind. Yeah, it's really grindy, man, to be honest. Look, I'll ask you a quick couple of questions. I won't keep you long. It's a big week for all of us here at Split Second. Congratulations on the podium. We saw a lot of connection. Oh, fans are calling you. Look, mate, you had looked like a lot of connection running. Did it actually bother you during the race? Were you having the connection issue at your end, or was it just what we could see from the broadcast?
Yeah, there was a few moments where it felt like the connection issue. I'm going to having a little issue with that, but it was a fair race. There's nothing to it. Big shout out to Tomo. Jesus, man. Like, I was thinking I would be able to ease it off, but you just kept them pushing and pushing. There's a reason why you're the champions, and big shout out to you, man. Well done.
Well, look, you got yourself your first win, so congrats there. But you and Millsy managed to push up the points for the Phoenix. Tomorrow night's a big race for Phoenix Racing. As possibility of moving up into second in the Battle of Academies here and take that second place from Mustangs. Do you feel it's going to be a strong track for the Phoenix team tomorrow night at Australia?
100%. I mean, Millsy's quick on any day. And for Nutty, this is his track. It's a big need to watch out. I mean, B2's got grabs in the Grand Championship. I'm still looking to shot B3. But I think as overall, I mean, so if you look up tomorrow, there's no reason why we shouldn't take everything tomorrow.
All right, mate. Well, congratulations. I'm not going to keep you too long. Live from South Africa too, guys, if you didn't know, one of our international drivers. He is one of our best drivers too. I'm going to quickly just have a quick read before I let you go. Doesn't look like we've got any questions for you from the viewers. Any shout-outs before you go, Paddy?
Just shout out to everyone. I mean, geez, everyone adds fast. They were hard. I mean, Jay, big shout out to you. Thanks for sleeping on the ladder, man. Safety Doliart and Coop, big shout out to you, man. You should have been top 3, but it's going to be coming. You're going to win one of these races soon.
All right, mate. Well, look, I know we're going to see you in Season 3, and I'm looking forward to seeing where you go. Hopefully, we might get teamed up again if I can get you, but we'll just wait and see. I know you're in the top percentage of drivers, and I'd say you're probably going to go first round, but we'll talk more about that on Saturday night, at the pre-draft show. We'll have an interview with all our drivers and owners then, but so we'll see you then and at the draft, obviously. But mate, once again, congratulations. You're doing. You and Millsy have done Team Phoenix really proud this season as well as tonight. But this whole season, you guys have really put in the effort. And I got to say, it's shown tonight with the effort and the drive that you guys have to take this team to the top as best you can. So tomorrow night, fingers crossed, I get a better run and I can help you guys get those points.
Yeah, let's just finish strong as team, and we got this. Congrats to everyone else, especially you, Tyler. Once again, we've all done that.
All right, well, we'll let you go, mate. Thank you. We'll catch you maybe tomorrow night if you can get on the podium again. If not, we will see you Saturday night at the pre-draft show.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks, sir.
No worries, mate. And that was Paddy, winner for tonight. It was a pretty epic race. We saw the first 10 laps of it from my point of view. Unfortunately, getting that puncture that destroyed our brakes as well. Obviously, hitting the wall, there's a lot more damage than we thought. And me out of the race, causing the safety car. Saw Boss go out due to a drive-through penalty and then an issue with his own pit crew. So I think he wasn't ready to actually pit and then come out on the tyres that they put him on. So he's come out of the pits trying to catch the safety car and out he went. We saw Nico go out, which was a huge surprise. Now, Nico's been battling up until the end of last week at Russia. Nico's been battling for the championship, and it just shows you with a 10-season championship, a 10-race season, how things can change in the matter of 2-3 races. again, tonight, Tomo has clenched and confirmed driver of the drivers champion. We are pretty sure of that. However, we got to get a double confirmation, which will happen later tonight after the stewards incidents have all been logged, which I don't think we really have any coming in tonight. But anyway, that will all get logged and detailed, and the final results will be posted in our Discord tonight. If you want to become a member of Split Second, you don't even have to be someone who competes in our games. You can just be a fan. Jump onto our Discord, join us there. The drivers are happy to interact with the fans, and we are also happy to interact with all the fans as well as admin. Don't forget, guys, on our Discord, there is the registration if you want to join. Season 3 has one spot open left to make the full field of 20. However, we are open to 30 drivers making the draft and drafting from that field, and then contracting 5 reserve drivers to each team, leaving a free agency of 5 drivers to start our free agency list as well, who will then automatically go into the Academy Season 4 as well. So make sure you join us tomorrow night as we are at Australia. The battle for the championship still is on in different aspects to see where people will finish, but not to forget, our drivers are being rated, their stats matter, and it will all come down to tomorrow night's race and their standings on exactly what their value is as a driver in Split Second, and also what their rating as a driver is in Split Second, which will all be released on Friday before the show on Saturday. If this is the first time you've joined us, this weekend coming up, don't forget to join us again. On Saturday, we had the pre-draft show for Season 3, the Season 3 draft, and then 1 week after that on the Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Australian time, we will kick off Season 3. So the end of Season 2 tomorrow night, and then straight into Season 3, a week off for the drivers, and possibly a well-earned break for a few of our guys, just to recalibrate before we start what will be an enduring season. The season was released, the calendar was released this week, and I tell you what, it is going to be one hell of a season. There's a dominating effect of street circuits this season, in Season 3, so it should be quite an interesting circumstantial season. I believe there's going to be a lot of speculations and all that. It'll also be interesting to see what contracts come out of the draft, to see how many people are signed for multiple season contracts, how many are signed to one season contracts, and also who will be the most expensive driver. Of course, just like the real world, everyone wants to know that stuff, but it will only happen if you join us here on Split Second Media. Now, for tonight, it was a great race at Canada. I'm going to send a shout out to the podium. They did great. Also, to all our drivers, we wouldn't have this competition if it wasn't for you. And for all our future drivers that are joining us in Season 3, thank you. We look forward to seeing what you guys can do on the track as well. To all our fans that do jump in and join in and communicate with us, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Without you guys, we don't have a show as well. So make sure you spread the love, get all that out there. And don't forget too, guys, we've got the donation giveaway. For all the people that donate and help us get to the $500 goal, we're splitting that in half and giving you guys, the fans that donate, a chance at a raffle to win a $250 merch pack. You'll get to pick yourself. And don't forget, we announced that Season 3 merch will be coming out before the start of Season 3. So you can jump onto our shop there as well and keep an eye on that. But also, the other $250 isn't going to Split Second in our pocket. It is going to our drivers so we can do some prizes for Season 1, get our champion his champion hat. Season 2's champion, which is now Nico, get him his champion... Tomo, get him his championship hat. And then for Season 3, we want to start bringing out these awards at the end of Season 3. So we want to maybe make a couple of hats for our awards, or coffee mugs for our awards, to these guys at the end of the season, that we will let you guys, the fans, vote for a few of the awards as well. So don't forget to get up there and donate and help us reach those goals. Alrighty, well, that's about it for tonight. Thank you for joining us here. It's in the studio at Split Second. Tomorrow night we are at Australia. The stream will be starting again at about 5:15, going live and doing a pre-show. We will have a lot to come your way, a lot of information about the draft and the pre-draft show on the weekend. So make sure you join us tomorrow night. But until then, I've been your host, Cine Phoenix. Keep on gaming.